Dare to dream, dream, dream. Welcome to the Dare to Dream radio show. I'm your host, Debbi Dachinger. Join me every week as I interview inspiring guests from all walks of life, all ages, all backgrounds, all parts of the world, who had a dream and found a way to make that dream come true. Listen to this worldwide award-winning radio show every week and learn to dare to dream and make your dreams come true. Sit back and enjoy, and welcome.
You can be anything, a rock star, beauty queen, fly with a broken wing, baby. If you dare to dream, dare to dream, dare to dream.
Welcome. This is Debbi Dachinger. It's my pleasure to be here with you. And thanks so much for taking time to tune in, because this is going to be a crazy awesome show. My dear friend and colleague, David Watson, is back with our dear friend and colleague, the Willows, who he'll be channeling. And just so you know, we're going to be taking listener calls a little later. We're going to try to get as many of you in. And if we don't, just know, here's what's amazing about David and the Willows. They'll answer your question anyway. So you will get a lot out of this show. He's a popular channeler, workshop leader, author, life strategist. He's located in Toronto, Canada, and is a deeply gifted, deep trance channeler who's been channeling this soul group called the Willows since 1986. So stick around for later on with the amazing David Watson. And let's talk a little bit about making a difference, because right now, one thing is abundantly clear. The world could use a little more peace, a little more love, a little more understanding. There is so much suffering to be eased, and there are wrongs to be righted. And if you read the daily headlines and you wish, oh, God, would someone just step in, please, and make things better? I have good news. Someone can. And you already know the man or the woman for the job. Inside of you is a mighty activist, even if you've never owned a bullhorn or chained yourself to an oil rig. To be an activist, all you have to do is exercise your power to act. You can be a force for good in so many ways, whether you're helping a neighbor, raising your voice, calling attention to a problem in need of a solution. Your voice matters, and every person can make a difference, and no deed is ever too small to matter. Consider the Jewish concept of tikkun olam, which is commonly used to refer to acts of kindness or the pursuit of social justice. The Hebrew phrase translates to repair the world. Repairing the world is not about revolutionizing or reinventing. It is repairing, just repairing, putting the world back together a little at a time. And each and every single one of us can do this every single day. Helping repair the world is our mission. It's your mission, should you choose to accept it. And I know you will. So be inspired and put good and grace out into the world today. And if you love wine like I do, and God knows I love wine, especially red wine, big red wine drinker, gifting bottles of wine, tasting wine, I'm going to make this amazing recommendation. Check out directsellers.com/DebsWineWonders. It's direct, CELLARS.com/DebsWineWonders, where experts pick amazing wines from all over the world. Seriously, they're exquisite, and they deliver them to your home or business. You get tasting notes, regions, history, food and wine pairing recommendations. So fun to read through. You can join the club, start receiving wine right away. Yum. It's below retail prices. Or, hey, if you want a side business or a business, you can start a wine business. There's zero back office. They've done everything for you. All you have to do is sell. And who doesn't want wine? Hello. So easy. You get 3 people to sign up and you get your wine monthly for free, with some cash in your pocket. So go to Direct Sellers with a C, directsellers.com/DebsWineWonders for your spectacular wine today. So as promised, David Watson is here, And he works in the style of Edgar Cayce, from a deep trance. He can answer questions about health, relationships, spiritual matters, past lives, career, and so much more. My God, I've asked this group questions, amazing questions. What is my spirit animal? What is my totem? Something about past lives, something about a friend, everything. It's amazing the answers you get. David himself is a practicing psychotherapist, and he specializes in stress counseling and soul purpose work. How beautiful. And if you want to know more, I will say many people who have gotten readings from him on this show have gone on to book readings with him. I've heard from so many people who have loved their readings with him. His website is askthewillows.com. David, welcome back to Dare to Dream. It's so great to have you here.
Thanks ever so much. And what a comment and two that you were making there with me. That was just great. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Greatly appreciated. So what do you want to do today? You want to just go straight into doing readings? Do you want to have the Willows do a little dissertation on something? What would you like?
Oh, how I love you. So I know we're going to be doing readings, and I guess I just want to start with asking what's new with you since you were last on the show in May. Let's give you a little bit of a space here to share an update with us about you and your life and your work.
Well, I've been very busy with clients, and I'm having to do a lot of one-on-one work. And I'm just getting ready now for a fall schedule. I had a very quieter summer. Thank heavens I've been doing a lot of telephone and Skype readings. And just basically keeping busy as far as that's concerned, and reaching out and, as I like to say, helping people one person at a time. So that's what I've been up to this fall. I've been giving a lot of effort into coming up with a new process that I call Blueprint for Self-Awareness. Mm-hmm. And it's under. I'm going to be doing a class and a series of short teachings. Things your mother would wish that she had taught you.
And things we wish our mother had taught us. That's amazing.
Right. That's right. And basically, it's to help people create a blueprint for self-awareness. What you were saying at the beginning of the program about reaching out and helping people in the world around you is so important. And we have to do it like from the inside out, which is the way I see life. And it begins by doing some of those things for ourselves. Because, every time we do something nice for somebody outside, we're doing something nice for ourselves inside, because usually it makes us feel very good, And, when I was younger, I would do nice things for other people, and I thought, am I just doing it for myself? Is it just enlightened self-interest? And as I got older, I realized, well, depends on what I wanted back. And all I wanted back was a slap on the back. I just wanted to see a smile on somebody's face. I wanted to see somebody, turning around and stepping into doing something that made them feel happier.
Yeah.
So I kind of talk myself out of the old negative self-talk, which a lot of us have a tendency to do. And life often appears to be a limiting and frustrating experience that squeezes a little too hard sometimes,
Yeah. And interesting times these days. And so let's see if we can create a little levity. I know we've already got a caller. I'm going to bring her on. I believe her name is Allie. You'll forgive me. I'm not seeing some of the chat from my producer. But Allie, if you're there, welcome to Dare to Dream. And just share your name here. And also say hi to Dave. Hello, honey. Welcome to Dare to Dream.
Hi, this is Allie. Thanks so much for taking my call.
Hi, Allie.
Such a pleasure. And welcome, and here's the Willows, and go ahead and ask your question.
So I have two questions, and either one I'd be thrilled to hear a response. One is regarding my mother, who at 86 just keeps hanging on. She has very advanced Parkinson's dementia and basically is just eating and sleeping at this point. And I'm wondering why she's hanging on, if there's any particular sole reason that she's still hanging on.
It is not that she's hanging on. It is that she has is now beginning to create a process of shutting down, you see. So we do not like to make predictions as to how long people will be here or not. But we would say here she is beginning to head in that direction very quickly. What she needs at this time is to have you and the family come around her and thank her for all of the things that she's done for you over the years, the lessons that you've learned. Let her know that the things that she's taught you are going to be used in dealing with other people, that you are indeed grateful for all of these things. And let her know it's okay now for her to continue moving on in her life as well. When you let her know these things and you send that good, loving energy to her, and you see somebody suffering, and you can say to her, too, Mom, I can see the suffering, and I not only feel it in my heart, I know how frustrating this is for you. I can only imagine, but I do know. And just let her know you empathize with her situation. And just tell her, whatever you want to do is okay with us. You don't have to stay to help us any longer because you already have helped us with all of the lessons that we've learned from you in this lifetime. So when you speak to her in terms of this nature, you would use your own words, not these direct words. But you understand what we were saying. And in doing this, you will help her be able to release herself with compassion at that point in her life. And in doing so, it will allow her to go into spirit. And you will have a different feeling for this when she does this, because then you've taken charge of the situation. You know you can't save her. You know you can't make her better. You know all of these things. And what would be the reason for this? Well, part of it is not just for her, but it's for the family to learn from as well. Going through this experience has been extremely tough on everybody, particularly you, because look how much drops on your plate all the time, yes? So the truth of the matter is, in this case, it is one for you to send her loving energy and let her use the energy to get ready to cross. And she will indeed do this. And doing this with love, doing this with compassion, and doing it the way that you all are doing and being with her is most important. But what you must do is, in your own hearts, release her. It's going to create a huge, different life for all of you. But as you step into it, you are up for it, and it is a natural part of the human life cycles. So follow this with this in your heart. And do not worry about it. She will be very, very pleased that you can speak to her like this, because the point she is at this moment in time as we connect with her is her spirit is in and out of her body right now. You understand? Sometimes she is out, and when she is in, and when she is out, she is out, you see? And it is not dementia. It is how the soul begins to prepare for leaving the body. It begins to expand out and then come back in. It is a cycle, you see? And finally, the last cycle is breathing out, and as it breathes out, your last breath out is your last breath. And you expand into the universe about you and into the higher realms of consciousness, into the spirit and the new direction that the spirit is going to follow in that moment.
And folks, I just want to say we have callers lining up. I'm going to thank Allie for calling and also say stick around. If I can get through everybody, I promise to circle back to you for your second question. And I'm so grateful for that.
It's both of you.
Yes.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful explanation about the breath and the completely in and the completely out, and I hope there's some solace there. I'm going to bring Annie on. Annie has been waiting in the wings here, and Annie, welcome to Dare to Dream. It's so wonderful to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. And David, I'm excited to have a reading with you. So my question for you today is just what's up for me in the next month?
What's up for you in the next month? What would you like to do in the next month, you say? Yes. When you say what's up, what do you mean by that specifically? Energetically?
Okay. Specifically in terms of business.
And what business are you dealing with at this time?
Coaching people who have had cancer and who have intimacy issues.
Indeed, yes. Well, this is a brilliant thing that you are doing here. helping people, of course, relate in the manner in which they are to their own human bodies, yes, and to their own natural drives. Within this here, it is want for you to know that this will be a month of great advances for you. You are taking new insights into your work, we see. And you will be gaining insight from some of the clients that you have there. Particularly, there be a woman. Do not have a name for her, but she will be imparting very important information to you regarding process, some of the processes that you are using here. The fact that you use your intuition so well in dealing with people should let you know the efficiency of what you are doing in this way. And be aware that it is not just about the intimacy, because the intimacy has to do with the internal, as you well know. It is all from the inside out. So this is a month in which you can begin to teach people to let go of needing to control everything and begin to take charge of themselves as far as making choices about what they are going to be doing and how they are going to be doing these things. Because it is all how they see themselves that is important. Yes, there are physiological difficulties. Yes, there are certain things you cannot do any longer, et cetera, But as they say, necessity is the mother of invention, and inventiveness, of course, is half the fun. You see, so there are things that can indeed be brought more and more into this process, and we see this coming. We see a month coming up for you that's going to be. We see you smiling, we see you satisfied, and we see you happy in your heart with what you were doing, and feeling that indeed you are contributing greatly to these clients' personal lives and their self-worth, which is most important, because it's amazing how many people equate their self-worth to their physicality. See? So that's what we be seeing for you in this way, and trust this helps in some small way. Yes.
Yes, it does immensely. Thank you for that, David.
Thank you, Annie. That was a great question. You know, we're about to head for break. David, I want to ask you, the Willows, please, if you could quickly say, what does intimacy, true intimacy with oneself or another mean?
True intimacy with oneself is the only true intimacy there is. And that is being honest with oneself, not trying to be somebody else, but to look at oneself as if one is oneself's own best friend. And in looking at oneself in this way, you can begin to feel a real compassion. Look to the child inside that you were. If you want to find real intimacy, get a picture of yourself as a little child, anybody out there listening, and look at yourself and look at that little kid and look how innocent that child is, look how beautiful that child is, and realize you are that child all grown up. And when you look at that child and you send love to that child, it is impossible not to feel an intimate feeling of love within the heart. Mm. And when you feel that within the self, you can begin to express it in the manner in which you interact with those about you in the physical world, whether they be friends or they be somebody who is, shall we say, a significant other. See?
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for that. So connect with our child within and treat it as we would any amazing child, with the care and compassion and kindness and fun and play. Well, you're
and
listening
no
to Dare to Dream Radio. Yes.
No
precious. You can get your free Dare to Dream Radio app from iTunes. The app is called Dare to Dream with Debbi Dachinger. Just want to acknowledge, I know we've got at least 4 to 5 people on hold there. Know that I will do my best to get you in, and we'll take as many as we can. We're so grateful you're joining us today. You can also join me on Facebook after the show, Dare to Dream Radio and TV. We'll be right back. Do you love wine? Do you enjoy drinking it or sharing it? Well, maybe you know a lot about wine, maybe you don't.
Thanks for entrusting me with picking and choosing the most amazing wines from all over the world and delivering them to your home or business. You will receive as few or as many bottles of wine as you like, with tasting notes in your magical box of wine detailing the regions, the history, and even food and wine pairing. We will deliver to you the best wine in the world. So get in, get wine, get social at directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Sit back and truly enjoy our wines, because we take great pride. We have invested a great deal of time selecting the most incredible wines from all over the world. We know you'll enjoy and want to share at directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. That's direct, CELLARS.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Yum.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dane here, and I would like to invite you to an adventure in being. I've just written and finished a new book known as Being You, Changing the World. Are you one of those dreamers? One of those people who's always known that other possibilities should be available but haven't yet been able to see them be created? Well, I wrote this book for you. In it, you'll find tools, processes, and unique perspectives to change the things you've always wanted to change but didn't know how. In it, you'll find an invitation to a different possibility for a way that we can be in this world that changes not only our lives, but by being us, allows us to contribute to changing everything planet-wide that doesn't work. Are you aware that truly great people, truly being them, is the only thing that has ever created a great change on this planet? Are you willing to step up? Are you willing to be one? Check out a copy of my new book, Being You, Changing the World. I invite you to go to beingyoubook.com for a free gift.
Tell the world about your product or business. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. The award-winning program is syndicated on over 60 stations, has a big following and large listenership. If you're ready to expand your reach, become a sponsor or advertiser on Dare to Dream Radio. Best rates, great results. Email at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. That's ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
What if the world doesn't function the way we've been told? What if we truly can bend the laws of physical reality? What if we can end limitation? What if weird were the coolest thing you could be? And what if it's time for a totally different reality? Are you ready to create it? Are you ready to dream as big as you dare? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything in my life changed for me. This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Gandhi, Galileo, and Aristotle all knew to be true. It's not about the answer. It's about being the question, always. It's about truly being you, whatever that looks like, and changing this world. Is now the time? Start by signing up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. That's beingyouclass.com. What if you are the gift and the change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
MyBestsellerBook.com helps you self-publish, and you keep all the royalties. Even if your book is already published, MyBestseller.com will help you become a best-selling author. Your book will be promoted to a large global following. Enjoy a press release and book review. Make your next book launch bigger and better. MyBestsellerBook.com has long-term client credibility and 100% success in turning books into bestsellers. MyBestsellerBook.com.
Tell the world about your product or business. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. The award-winning program is syndicated on over 60 stations, has a big following and large listenership. If you're ready to expand your reach, become a sponsor or advertiser on Dare to Dream Radio. Best rates, great results. Email ads@DebbiDachinger.com. That's ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
What if you were willing to nurture and care for you? What if you could open the doors to being everything you have decided is not possible to be? Have you always known you're different from the people around you? If you've been seeking something else is possible. To receive more on Access Consciousness, go to tinyurl.com/accesschange. Is this the change you've been looking for? tinyurl.com/accesschange.
Debbi Dachinger's Radio Interview Mastery Program is a unique branded system that works. MediaMasteryRadio.com puts you on a fast track to grow your business and easily book interviews. Learn how at MediaMasteryRadio.com. Debbi is fiercely committed to guiding entrepreneurs, authors, speakers, healers, and business people. Learn how to leverage your radio appearances to grow your business and increase your visibility at MediaMasteryRadio.com.
Research shows we apologize up to 10 times a day, and most of the time, we say sorry as a response to someone else's mistake. What if we thanked people instead of all that unnecessary apologizing? So instead of saying, sorry, I'm rambling, you say, thank you for listening. Join us at ProjectForgive.com, a free, non-religious resource on global forgiveness.
I love my life. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am free. I love my life. I am wonderful. I am magical. I am me. I love my life.
If you're tuning in after we've started, this is Debbi Dachinger on Dare to Dream Radio. I'm interviewing David Watson and the amazing Willows. You can find out more at askthewillows.com. I know Karen has been patiently waiting on the line. I thank you for joining us. And Karen, I love you. It's so great to have you on Dare to Dream today. Welcome.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. That's wonderful. Yay.
And I've got a little bit of weird feedback. That might be me, or it might be the line. But Karen, I'm going to let you connect with the Willows. And if you've got any sound on a computer or anything, maybe turn that down a bit.
Everything, whoops, no, it's all muted. So
okay. Why don't you go ahead and connect? And we'll let Doug, the producer, handle it.
Indeed, yes.
Okay.
So how may we be of assistance at this time?
Well, I am in a great flux with my business, and in a wonderful way, I feel like I'm finally getting the answers that I've wanted for how to expand my impact and my business. It's probably the first advice I heard in probably 10 years that makes me go, wow, this could really work. And I've signed up for classes and material with this, with two different people who I really believe in. And I'm just wondering if this is how this will manifest and what will happen with that.
Well, first of all, you have to plan the work and then work the plan. An old hack, but it is true. And you're going about it the right way. You are going about it and saying, okay, I've brought the business to this point. Now I need some more assistance. You've analyzed the situation, and you've identified what you need to know. Yes? So now you've gone out and you've put yourself into a situation to move forward with it. The only thing that is stopping we see within is that part of you that doubts things. You see, you know your doubter part, yes?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. In this case here, I just say to your doubter part, listen, give me a break, stand off to one side and watch and observe while I go through this, and then you can give me your opinion later. See? Talk to yourself like that.
Okay.
That doubter part will just smarten right up on you and say, okay, and you will no longer have to doubt, because what you were saying here is you're saying to the part of you that doubts, listen, I'm taking an experimental attitude with what I'm doing. I've committed to this. I intend to move forward. And the doubting part is also a part of you that we won't say tries to make you unsuccessful, but that wants to make sure you don't get a little too, outside of your comfort zone. So this is time to do this breakthrough. You understand? And you are right on the money with this. You will have good experience with it. You'll have good outcome, And you're going to meet some very interesting individuals through this process as well. So we would say, as they would say, go for the gold. Yes?
Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Go for the gold.
Can I ask one more question?
I like that.
Or can I... Hey, Deb, can I ask one more question, or should we just leave it at that and I will be happy?
If you would both be very quick, we have more and more callers calling in, and I want to honor everybody. So please go ahead, and you can both be fast. You can do sound bites.
Sound bite, okay. All right, just wondering about the health of my body as I'm detoxing myself and getting stronger, what direction to take my health into, or...
Well, you're doing all the right things. You know, you've made some major decisions in the last little while, we understand here, not only for your business, but for your own personal health. Because let's face it, if you're not in good shape, your business isn't going to go anywhere either, you see? So you've taken all of these into account, and we see detoxing is very good for you. We will say this to you, don't go too overboard with detoxification. You know, sometimes you can take a little longer and not try to just nail it all in one shot. Because, you know, there's a lot of kill-off in the body of toxins. And sometimes that can, shall we say, cause a period of dyspepsia. So do attempt to take it easy on that. But as far as everything else is concerned, there's nothing we could tell you haven't already read about or looked at. You're one of those, shall we say, research kind of people, yes? And the truth of the matter is you've done very good research. Trust yourself. Okay. That's what we would say to you about both of these things. Trust yourself. You are smarter than you think. Yeah? Much smarter, yes.
Thank you.
Smile.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Karen is brilliant. Thank you, Karen, so much for joining us today. And I just want to say that Annie already wrote in. She was our second call today, and she said, thank you so much for the amazing reading with David Watson. I just loved it, really enjoyed it. Thank you. Annie, great for you to call in and to write back your feedback. Frankie is on the line. We're going to take Frankie before we go to a break. Frankie, thanks for calling in, and welcome to Dare to Dream. How are you today?
I'm really well. Thank you so much, Debbie, for allowing me to come on here and do this. And David, I'm very excited to speak to you. So thank you, and the Willows for that. My question is, I feel like I'm at a crossroads in my personal relationship. The last time I felt like this, the universe put me out for a long time. So.
Well, when you say at a crossroads with your relationship, that means you have a choice to go one way or the other, yes?
Yeah.
At this point in your life, when you get to a point like this, it's important to step back a couple of feet and look at it. And look at it as if it's somebody else's life, not yours. Because you're great at giving other people advice, are you not? Really good at it.
Yeah.
People, and you know what to say. If this is wrong or that's wrong, you just, bam, go right into it, yes? So in this case here for yourself, do that to yourself. And you know what to do. You've already figured it out. You don't need us to say, oh, you should do this or should do that. We're no authority. You are your own authority in this way, you see. And you are very good at it. So at this point in your crossroads, what would you say would be the best thing for you to do?
Turn right instead of left.
Yes.
I know. It's just there's many individuals, that may find themselves hurt, and that's a problem.
Well, the truth of the matter is, you can only carry others for so long. And, if people are not willing to take responsibility for themselves, you can't take responsibility for them. And that's been the big problem all along, isn't it? So the fact of the matter is, you take responsibility. You take other people's stuff on, other people's poop, too. Yes? So the truth of the matter is that in doing all of this, you have to say to yourself, first of all, I need a good shower. Secondly, I need to get my breath. And thirdly, I have to think about what's good for me. This is the only life I have. It's the only time I will ever be here as me. I know I'm an eternal being, but right now I'm in the moment, and here it is, me. And the truth is, people come onto this plane to be happy. But mostly they sacrifice that happiness and give their power away to other people in order to be happy. That's what they think they're doing. But in actual fact, they're making somebody else happy, yes? So the truth of the matter is...
you took my words out of my mouth.
Indeed. So this is exactly the point that you are at this moment in time. So, as those songs about being happy are all about, there's been a few written in late times. But the most important thing is to love yourself first. It is our number one belief system that all human beings can carry around in a bag in their back pocket. You see, love yourself. Every time you're not sure about something, pull it out and look at it and say, love yourself. Make it a little mirror so you can look at yourself, and whether you got whether you've got bags under your eyes or your eyes have got bloodshot doesn't make any difference. I love you. And when you say that to yourself, what you are doing is affirming who you are and what your life process is. Because quite frankly, when you look at the way that you live life, you have no hidden agendas in anything you do. Lest it be, of course, making somebody else's life better, God forbid, yes. But the truth of the matter is we don't work with these things. And other people take advantage of that. And what is a great strength? And it is a great strength here that you're using here and perpetrating in these situations. But unfortunately, the situation you're in right now, you see, they think it's a weakness, you see. And when people begin to see your strengths as weaknesses, it is time to begin to take a good step back and make a decision, you see, if you so choose.
Good advice. Thank you.
Indeed.
Wow.
Thank you. Many blessings to both of you. Wow.
Thank you, Frankie. That was so powerful for me to hear. I love that. Being an incredibly vulnerable, transparent person, I have certainly experienced that in romantic relationships that can come up. I'm also very, very strong, but yeah, it is often misperceived as a weakness and taken advantage of, and can be devastating.
Indeed. It can be, unless, of course, you look at the other person and begin to feel sorry for them and say to them, you know what, they just don't get it. Sorry. Right. And they have to live their life without you, you see?
Absolutely. And I'd love you to weigh in. We're going to do this a real quick lightning, you and I, here before we go to break. I've heard it said, David, the Willows, I've heard it said that we should let go of the oars and life will flow much more easily. Should we release the oars? And if so, how do we release them? How do we let go?
Well, don't let go of the oars until you find out where the rudder on the boat is. Otherwise, you're going to go over the waterfall. But the fact is the oars are there for you to push. If you're rowing with the current, that's fine. If you're rowing against the current, good luck. But the most important thing is directing yourself. And we say get rid of the oars and just dive right in. You'll find out you were a dolphin all along, you see. And the truth of the matter is, once you do that and you surrender, and surrendering doesn't mean giving up, it means diving in and going with the flow and making choices along the way and directing yourself in the true flow of life. And when you do that and you give up resistance, it's amazing how things begin to flow for you. And this is not just some idle thought or some intellectual proceeding here. It is the truth. And if you practice it for a little while, every time you start getting uptight about something, you just say to yourself, oh, I forgot. I'm in charge here. I'm not in control. And that's throwing the oars away, yes? But it's also getting that little rudder out and saying, when I'm in charge, that means I direct my life. It doesn't mean I have to control it. And there's a big difference, you see?
Huge difference. Oh, my goodness. I love that idea. We are actually all dolphins. We're all dolphins.
Indeed. Indeed.
The author Daphne Rose Kingma said, holding on is believing that there's only a past. Letting go is knowing that there's a future. Well, stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, more with David Watson and the Willows. We have a bunch of callers waiting, and we're going to do our best to get you in as quick as we can. Thanks for joining us on Dare to Dream, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Whether you're a wine novice, a wine lover, or a wine specialist, you will love directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders because it's sourced from boutique, artisan vineyards from around the world. Give the wines as gifts for colleagues to bring to social situations, or just enjoy it with family and friends. The box of wines I've been receiving from directsellers.com/DebsWineWonders are superb, to be frank. They take care in the wine they choose. Their in-house wine experts ensure that the members get only the best. They've been tasting and selecting wine for over 15 years. The goal with this club is to send you wine that you love. Each month, our experts select great premium wines from wineries around the globe. Your satisfaction is guaranteed at directsellers.com/DebsWineWonders. That's direct, CELLARS.com/DebsWineWonders.
When you're pondering the big questions like, is there more than this? How can I have a happy relationship? What would it take to like my body? And how do I make more money? Where do you go for information and tools? Check out the online store at accessconsciousness.com. Accessconsciousness.com has books, DVDs, instant video and audio downloads, online classes, and so much more. Subjects include abuse, changing your body, recovery, raising children, business techniques, tools to generate more money, how to have better sex and healthier relationships, just to name a few. At accessconsciousness.com, you can also find facilitators who teach local classes on a variety of subjects. Accessconsciousness.com, your one-stop shop for tools to assist you in changing your life. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Go to accessconsciousness.com to learn more.
Be laser focused on ideal clients. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. Great rates at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Create awareness of your valuable content. Sponsor the Dare to Dream Radio show at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Advertising amplifies everything you're doing towards success. Increase your business. Write to ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
Do you have a published book that never reached its bestseller potential? Are you working on a book or ebook you hope to publish soon? Do you have a book locked inside, waiting to release your message to the world? Go to mybestsellerbook.com. My Bestseller Book will launch your book to a guaranteed bestseller status. Learn more at mybestsellerbook.com.
Be laser focused on ideal clients. Advertise on Dare to Dream Radio. Great rates at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Create awareness of your valuable content. Sponsor the Dare to Dream Radio show at ads@DebbiDachinger.com. Advertising amplifies everything you're doing towards success. Increase your business. Write to ads@DebbiDachinger.com.
Isn't it time to stop the frustration and excuses and instead create a life that you love? Introducing the magic of creating your dreams. Go to DebbiDachinger.com and click on products. In the magic of creating your dreams, Debbie shares effective, easy-to-apply tools to change the course of your life in miraculous ways. With these powerful tools, you can finally achieve your dreams. DebbiDachinger.com, the magic of creating your dreams.
MediaMasteryRadio.com. Learn how to get booked on radio, be paid in money, time, and sales quickly while helping others through your media visibility. At MediaMasteryRadio.com, learn how to get on radio and be interviewed. Debbi Dachinger is a success and media expert who is a proven professional. Go to MediaMasteryRadio.com. Stop struggling to acquire clients. Learn to achieve instant visibility to the masses. Book radio interviews for a profitable business. Learn to communicate what you do and get results at MediaMasteryRadio.com.
MyBestsellerBook.com helps you self-publish and you keep all the royalties. Even if your book is already published, MyBestsellerBook.com will help you become a best-selling author. Your book will be promoted to a large global following. Enjoy a press release and book reviews. Make your next book launch bigger and better. MyBestsellerBook.com has long-term client credibility and 100% success in turning books into bestsellers. MyBestsellerBook.com.
Dream bigger, live bigger, go for it, go for it. And that's why we have the Willows here today to open that space for us at a time when the world really needs to hear this and needs some exquisite guidance like they provide for us. You know, here in the final segment, I am going to try to get in as many of you as possible. David, I want to ask you, you brought up in the beginning a new program you've created called Being You. I know it's supposed to meet an increasing demand for practical techniques, easy techniques to allow us to enter into higher realms of knowing consciousness. You have over 30 years of experience of working with people, both through the Willows and through your own amazing practice. Tell us, what is Being You? What can it change? Where can we sign up for the course?
Well, Being You is like a blueprint for self-awareness. You know, it's where we can actually begin to acknowledge who we are, you know. Once we begin to, you know, once we can begin to understand the basics of being, you know, and my object is to, you know, try and put as much of that out to as many people as possible. I always say it only takes a bit of information and imagination to shift perspective and claim your life. You know, a lot of folks have already done it, and many more are ready for a new step in their lives. So that's why I've come up with this course. And
you want us to go to askthewillows.com for more information?
Well, you can go there for more information for that sort of thing. I haven't posted all the information there just yet. It's that new. I've just been working on it this week. In fact, it's a brand new program I'm going to be instituting in the fall. But by all means, I would recommend to all of your listeners to keep an eye on askthewillows.com because it will be appearing in early September. Okay.
All right. We love everything David offers.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we do. And in
that.
fact, Frankie, whose call you took earlier, wrote in to us, "Hey, Debbie, thank you so much for having me speak to David today. Boy, it was like hearing my own advice out of my own head. You're an incredible host. Hugs, Frankie." So, Frankie, thank you so much for letting us know how powerful that was for you. And I know Kim, I believe Kim is still on the line. And, darling, if you're still there, thanks for your patience. We're going to bring you on Dare to Dream to speak with the Willows. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Kim. It's so great to have you.
Hi.
What's your question?
My question is, I am wanting to find out, what do I need to know about who I am that I haven't yet remembered? And what's the best way for me to access more of that sooner than later?
Well, what do you think you have to remember to be who you are?
I think there's something, I've always known that, I've always had a sense that I'm very powerful. I know that I want to help a lot of people, and I'm here, and I'm on that journey. I'm already doing some of that, already stepping into more of that, but I just know that there's so much more, and there's a part of me that's, you know, I've been feeling like it's go time for so long, and I'm thinking, okay, is there something more I can access right now that would help me?
Yes. What you access is the belief and understanding This is a journey you're not on. It's not a destination. What you're asking for is destination information. I want everything now so I can do everything now. And the truth of the matter is there is only now, so whatever you're doing in that moment is everything, you see? So you're already doing it. You see? You understand that? And the fact of the matter is that you begin to work with this kind of knowledge yourself. And we're not trying to two-step you with this. This is the way that it is, you see? Because, quite frankly, you have already made the commitment to change. You've made the commitment to having an open vision on life. You understand the nature, and truly you do, and we would definitely validate this. You understand the true nature of being, just exactly what the entity Debbie was speaking to David about earlier, about beingness. And you're putting it into practice. You can do no more than this. We would recommend something for you to look at and use on a regular basis if you so choose. That would greatly help you.
Okay.
Be of a book that is called the I Ching. You are familiar with the I Ching?
Okay.
It is called
familiar,
the Book of, It is the Book of Change. You would get an edition written by Richard Wilhelm. This is a book of change, and it speaks of the different aspects of life. You can ask questions of it. You can use coins, shaking coins, to get heads or tails. And with the heads, you would get solid lines, they called yang lines. With the tails, you would get broken lines, called yin lines. And there are different ways to throw these to get specific lines. You throw them 6 times to get 6 lines to create what's known as a hexagram. And a hexagram in Chinese terms here, in terms of the I Ching, is a story, and it is telling you about life. It's telling you about an aspect of human understanding. The I Ching begins in hexagram 1, which is the creative. Then it becomes the receptive. So the male and the female, these are the first 2. They're not meant to compete with each other, but to stand side by side, you see. And when they come together for the first time comes hexagram number 3, which is difficulty in the beginning, which then after, if not handled correctly, at the very first time, creates youthful folly. And then once the individual begins to, which is number 4, and so on, it goes through 64 of these hexagrams, the last hexagram becoming what is known as after completion. Not before completion, but after completion. And the fact is it finishes letting you know that nothing is ever complete. Life is a cycle. And the information is contained in there, particularly about living the kind of life you live. In there, they speak about the superior man. In actual fact, in today's parlance, you would translate that to the superior person. And you are a superior person. You are choosing a certain way of life. You are certainly choosing sacrifices, which are ways of, we refer always to making things sacred. That's what sacrifice means. But you've made sacrifices in your life. You could be doing other things. You could certainly be doing things that would be far more profitable for you at this moment in time. But that is not how you are directing your life. You are allowing your inner self to come forward and express itself in helping raise the level of vibrational consciousness on this plane through the very specific ways in which you help others heal themselves energetically. And
with great love,
physically.
I apologize, Willows and Kim. We are coming to a close in the show. I'm so sorry. Kim, go to askthewillows.com. You can absolutely keep this reading going. Get a full reading from David. My deep love and apologies to Eileen, Susan, and all the rest waiting on the lines. Just know, David, the Willows, they're back Wednesday, November 22nd. Mark your calendar, noon to 1. Be the first to call in. Speak to him. Get a reading. We adore him for this very reason. You're feeling what he can do in a few minutes. Can you imagine an hour and more? He's phenomenal. And the Willows, thank you so much for joining us on Dare to Dream today. It's been such an honor.
Yes, we thank you. So in peace, love, joy, and harmony. And continue all to walk upon the path of the Masters.
Thank you. And remember, it's AskTheWillows.com. I end today's show with this quote from Steve Jobs. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. Well, David Watson, as I said, is coming back again in November. The celebrity medium, Thomas John, will be back. And Michael Bernard Beckwith is coming up. Rhonda Britton. I mean, the show is off the hook, so join us every week. Thank you for joining me today on Dare to Dream. And remember, if you love wine, go to directsellers.com/Deb's Wine Wonders. Yum.
To contact the award-winning syndicated Dare to Dream radio show, go to DebbiDachinger.com. Keep your excellent feedback and comments coming. Your host, Debbi Dachinger, is an expert at goal achievement, a media personality, an international best-selling author, and a keynote speaker. Debbi leads high-quality teleseminars on how to achieve goals, how to be a self-published best-selling author, and how to get booked on radio. All classes are at DebbiDachinger.com. Debbi's best-selling books are Dare to Dream, This Life Counts, sold on Amazon, and her second book, Wisdom to Success, The Secrets to Accomplish All Your Dreams, sold online at all bookstores. Tune in again to hear the next inspiring interview guest who has turned their vision into a successful reality. Want more support in making your dreams come true? Go to DebbiDachinger.com. That's www.DebbiDachinger.com. You'll see videos, MP3s, archived interviews, and amazing products sharing the secret steps to making your dreams come true. Remember to dream big with every expectation that your dream will become real. Dreams are free, so free your dreams. What do you dare to dream?
Here I'm standing now, waiting for my time to be all that I can be. It's so easy to forget, life is in my hands, and I can change it if I want. Nothing's impossible.